Hello my friend, I'm the Hunter here from amnehunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around we're gonna be checking out a brand new plugin released by the company Audio Singularity. This new plugin is called Neurontape 1972, and you might remember this company because some months ago they released a Soldano SLO100 free amp simulator. Today they just released this plugin, this tape, faithful emulation and recreation of this 50-year-old reel-to-reel tape recorder. In this video I'm going to analyze this plugin a bit more in depth. I'm gonna test it in some elements in a mix and show you how can you bring to life some sterile recordings of digital virtual drums and amp simulators and stuff like that. So full disclosure, the company Audio Singularity approached me to create this video, but all of the opinions and thoughts are completely mine. Alright, I'm never gonna let these companies to form an opinion and present it to you. Before we begin with the content, let me invite you to my website, amnehunter.com, where you can get some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with content like this. So let's get to my DAW. So first, let's analyze this plugin. First, I'm gonna generate a sine wave at 1000 Hertz. All right, I'm gonna generate it here, and I just muted the output. So then I'm gonna insert the Neurontape by Audio Singularity. Right, I'm gonna turn it on, and then with this free equalizer, I am gonna analyze what's going on here. Right. First, before, so this sine wave, you see here the spike at 1000 Hertz. At the moment you turn on the plugin, you have some harmonics, right? A bit uneven because they are not completely accurate, like 1 octave above or something. So the first one is at 1000 Hertz. The second one is at 2017 Hertz, so on and so forth, right? 3022, 4024, so on and so forth. So there's a little bit of irregularities in the harmonics, but that's a good thing. That's part of the analog saturation and coloration and character that these type of plugins bring to the audio, right? So that's the harmonic content of the plugin as soon as you turn it on by default, right? Also, you have some noise here, like white noise and stuff. And the moment you start to engage the tape preamp, right, you start to exaggerate the saturation and harmonics. You have the input and output here to control the volume that's going out. This whoa and flutter will provide the audio some movement and fluctuations, right, that tape recorders back in the day brought to the audio source. So here you have also 3 switches: the H of the tape, new and old, also equalizer 7.5 and 3 3/4, and you can monitor the tape or the source. Let's monitor the tape here. This equalizer will add some lo-fi character, but it's not very exaggerated. So 3 3/4 has more lo-fi sound, and you have some presets here, 5 presets to choose from. You double click in everything and it resets by default. So now let's use this plugin across different tracks on this mix that I have here. The drums are MIDI drums, virtual instrument, right? The bass and guitar were recorded with amp simulators, right? So no real amps. And I want to show you how to use this type of plugins, tape saturation, which is very smooth in this plugin, to add character, to bring them to life and leave out a bit of that sterile sound that some virtual drums and stuff can have, and also to remove a bit of that digital character in AmSims. So let's start here by showing you the song with no tape saturation whatsoever. Right, so virtual drums, direct signal with a bit of distortion, right? So you can use the tape saturation plugin on pretty much any instrument of your mix. You can use them in groups, buses, or you can use also the tape saturation on a bit in the master. I'm not going to use it in the master for this particular video. Let's start here with the kick drum, right? We have a very sterile kick drum, digital sound. I mean, it's a good kick drum, but let's enhance it with the Neurontape. Okay, so the moment I insert the plugin, I reduce the noise. You can introduce noise to add more of that analog vibe to the sounds, but in this metal mix I'm not gonna use noise, but I'm gonna test it. But let's engage here more tape preamp saturation. Right, and the moment you engage and add some tape saturation, it will turn up the volume, so make sure to level match it with the output. And what the tape preamp saturation will do is that it will soften that transient, right, and it will also make the tail or the body of the sound a bit more prominent, and it will smoothen the sound. It will distort it a bit because tape saturation, it's a form of compression, but not as aggressive as distortion. So it will control the dynamics, adding character in a very cool way and adding also something else, right, due to the harmonic content. Let's exaggerate it. Before. Before, after. This flutter causes a bit of like chorusing effect, some fluctuations. I'm not gonna use it on the drums here. Before. Sometimes it might seem subtle in one instrument, but when you use a bit of tape saturation on different instruments, you start to notice how it brings out something that wasn't there. It fattens up the sound, and the transient is softer, but controlled and fatter, right? The tail end of the kick. Also, I love to use this type of plugins, tape saturators, in the snare to smoothen also the transient, especially in virtual drums. Very pointy. Right, so very cool, fatter. Before, super dry, right? And it brings out a bit more of the tail of the drums. That's the noise I'm talking about. I'm gonna leave it clean for now. Also, I'm gonna use it here on this room microphones. It brings up a lot of character. Distorting a bit. And it also smoothens the high frequencies, right? Some of the harshness. Listen to the cymbals. Listen to the fullness of the kick drum. It's fuller. And now let's listen to all of the drum kit. Let's turn off before. Before. I can listen the drums without the tape saturation a bit more flat. So let's do that with the bass guitar as well. I like to distort. Remember to level match before. Right? A bit more of saturation. Cleaner. And finally, let's bring to life this digital guitar tracks. Right, good sound, but we can make it a bit less harsh. Let's add some character. It would be cool if these two controls could be like linked. There you can listen to the extra character. Before. Right, like fast chorusing. Before. Now I'm gonna give you some before and after examples. Here is the bass and here is the guitars. Let's engage it with the drums. First, let's turn all of those instances off. We can bring a ton of the drums with the room sound. I loved distorting with tape saturation the room sound. Let's check out also the Neurontape tape. By the way, this piano sound is with a virtual piano plugin. A bit of imperfections, right? Before, like super flat, kind of robotic. Right, and finally let's use it on these vocals.
Why are you going down?
Listen how it can smoothen all of the harsh frequencies or maybe the edges in the vocals, right?
Why are you going down?
Remember to use the output.
Why are you going down? Why are you going down? Sugar.
Right, distorting it a bit, but without being too abrasive or harsh.
Why are you going down?
Bit of flutter.
Why are you going down? Sugar.
It's a bit subtle, but like I said, when you use it across multiple instruments in a mix, it brings up a lot of character and coloration.
Why are you going down?
Before.
Why are you going down? Sugar. Why?
So right now this plugin has an introductory price of $50, but with the coupon code AmnerHunter that you can apply here at the checkout process, this plugin will cost you $35. I think it's a good price with the discount, and I think that you will get a lot of it, bring out a lot of character and bring your tracks to life if you are using AmSims virtual instruments. Let me know what you think of this plugin by Audio Singularity. Let me know what you think also about the use of tape saturation to bring your mixes back to life. Before we leave, let me invite you one last time to my website neurontape.com, where you can get some additional freebies such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, also some free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with content like this. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next one. All right, bye bye.